Chapter 21, Neural Control and Coordination. Summary. The neural system coordinates and integrates the function as well as metabolic and homeostatic activities of all the organs. Neurons, the functional unit of neural system, are excitable cells due to the differential concentration gradient of ions across the membrane. Electrical potential difference across the resting neural membrane is called the resting potential. The nerve impulse is conducted along the axon membrane in the form of a wave of depolarization and repolarization. A synapse is formed by the membranes of a presynaptic neuron and a postsynaptic neuron, which may or may not be separated by a gap called a synaptic cleft. Chemicals involved in the transmission of impulses at a chemical synapses are called neurotransmitters. Human neural system consists of two parts. First, CNS, that is central neural system, and second, the peripheral neural system. The CNS consists of the brain and spinal cord. The brain can be divided into three major parts. First, forebrain, second, midbrain, and third, hindbrain. The forebrain consists of the cerebrum, thalamus, and hypothalamus. The cerebrum is longitudinally divided into two halves that are connected by the corpus callosum. A very important part of the forebrain called hypothalamus controls the body temperature, eating, and drinking. Inner parts of cerebral hemisphere and a group of associated two structures form a complex structure called the limbic system, which is concerned with olfaction, autonomic responses, regulation of sexual behavior, expression of emotional reactions, and motivations. The midbrain receives and integrates visual, tactile, and auditory inputs. The hindbrain comprises pons, cerebellum, medulla. The cerebellum integrates information received from the semicircular canals of the ear and the auditory system. The medulla contains centers which control respiration, cardiovascular reflexes, and gastric secretions. Pons consist of fiber tracts that interconnect the different regions of the brain. The entire process of involuntary response to a peripheral nervous stimulation is called reflex action. Information regarding changes in the environment is received by the CNS through the sensory organs, which are processed and analyzed. Signals are then sent for necessary adjustments. The wall of the human eyeball is composed of three layers. The external layer is composed of cornea and sclera. Inside sclera is the middle layer, which is called the choroid. Retina, the innermost layer, contains two types of photoreceptor cells, namely rods and cones. The daylight, photopic vision, and color vision are the functions of the cones, and twilight, scotopic vision, is the function of the rods. The light enters through cornea, the lens, and the images of the objects are formed on the retina. The ear can be divided into outer ear, the middle ear, and the inner ear. The middle ear contains three ossicles called malleus incusatebs. The fluid-filled inner ear is called the labyrinth, and the coiled portion of the labyrinth is called the cochlea. The organ of Corta is a structure which contains hair cells that act as auditory receptors and is located on the basilar membrane. Vibrations produced in the eardrum are transmitted through the ear ossicles and oval window to the fluid-filled inner ear. Nerve impulses are generated and transmitted by the afferent fibers to the auditory cortex of the brain. The inner ear also contains a complex system located above the cochlea called the vestibular apparatus. It is influenced by gravity and movements and help us in maintaining balance of the body and posture.